What's good? It's Jordan. Today I'll be talking to you about 3 gateways to your heart. In this life, we don't pay attention to what's in our body. We only pay attention to the exterior. But I'm here to tell you today that we must focus and take time on our interior. And we have to focus on what we have inside, because what we have inside reveals our true intention, what our heart is like, what's going on inside. If we don't pay attention to what's going on inside, we can destroy ourselves from inside. And if we focus on what we have inside of our body, it can help us prevail and help us with our mind, our soul, and our body and spirit. Inside is far much important sometimes than exterior, because in your exterior, you could be in the best shape, you can have the best body, everything on your exterior looks nice, but looks fade. And we have to understand that oftentimes what's inside is what counts more than what is outside. Number 1, your eyes. Your eyes, what you see, is far important. Your eyes are not just your eyes where you just see things. Anything that you see goes towards your subconscious. And this means what you see in your environment, what you see in media, what you see in your day-to-day life, day-to-day basis, what you see around you in your circle of influence. This goes towards your subconscious. Your eyes are important. What you see is important. What you put before your eyes is important. Know that everything that you see and put in front of you could either help you or be a detriment to your life. Because what you see is what goes towards your subconscious. When it goes towards your subconscious, you start to relay those things that you see. If you see good things and you see positivity on a day-to-day basis, your circle of influence is amazing. What you fill your mind, your soul, your body with, through your sight, through media, the people around you, good things will come out of your subconscious. But if you keep fueling your body with negativity, negative things that you don't understand, even in your environment, you tend to relay those things through your subconscious. And sometimes we're not aware of these things due to the fact that we live life day to day, and we think that just getting through the day is far much important. But honestly, any and everything that you see is important. Know that your sight is important, and what you see through your eyes on a day-to-day basis can help you to make decisions and determine your life. For example, if you look at children and you look at parents, when children are young, parents tend to watch what their child is looking at. They tend to pay attention to what their children is focusing on, due to the fact that they know that if their child pays attention to the negative things, it could have negative repercussions. So as adults and as young adults, think about why your parents were shielding your eyes when you were young. Pay attention to these things, because as we tend to get older, we tend to forget about these things. We tend to not take it as serious due to the fact of we think we're adults and we're far from things happening to us. But even when we're young adults and adults, things can still happen to us through our sight. Anything that enters into the subconscious is important, and we must focus on our subconscious. We must focus on what we see. Understand that we'll see different things day to day. Some may be positive and some may be negative due to the fact of what we see around in the world. And understand that people have different perspectives. Some may think one thing is good and some may think another thing is bad. But understand what your perspective is and what you see the world as. Your eyes are one of the gateways to your heart. So what you see and what you see through your eyes, through your environment as well, maybe people around you, what you see on a day-to-day basis can affect you deeply. Pay attention to what you see daily and understand that your eyes are important. Protect your eyesight. It is important. Number two, what you hear, your ears. Sometimes we don't focus on what we hear. We just hear things and different things, and it plays in our subconscious as well. For example, you may be around people who like to gossip, like to talk about people. You don't know these things, and it becomes a habit due to what you hear. So you relay these things and you gossip. You start to gossip due to the fact of hearing other people gossip, and you think that by you doing these things, it's right due to what you hear. The music you listen to, you may listen to different types of music, and that music that you listen to plays in your subconscious. You start acting out and acting actions due to the music that you're listening to. And once you constantly play those frequencies and those music that you play, it can take a hold of your life. Sometimes the music we listen to, we don't think it's important, but the frequencies can affect our life in a positive and negative way. In a positive way, the music you listen to, it can soothe you and help you and guide you. If it's positive music, if it's music that the Most High approves, such as gospel and other forms of music. But if we're listening to music that has a negative message, and the message is to harm one another, to hurt one another, to do things to each other that isn't pleasing of the Most High, then that type of music we need to stray away from, because it's only negatively affecting the environment. And we need to understand that music that we listen to, and even anything that we listen to, can affect our environment on a day-to-day basis. Understand that what you hear is important, and understand that what you hear can play a role in your life. Know that sometimes younger kids may hear something, may hear music, may hear entertainment due to like actors speaking, and they may role play what they hear. So understand that your hearing is important. All these senses and all these things are important to our lives, but if we take the time to understand what plays a role on our subconscious, we can protect ourselves from things that we do not see, things that are seen and unseen. We can protect ourselves if we equip ourselves with the knowledge to know that these things are important in our lives. Number three, our mouth, what we speak. This is another one that is important to our subconscious. Our ears, our eyes, and our mouth. What we speak, what we see, and what we hear are important due to the fact of when we speak, if we're speaking negativity into the world around us, into the people around us, we're only going to get negative actions out of it. If we don't focus on positivity and what we speak through positivity, our lives will not change. It all starts with how you speak. It all starts with what you say. If every time somebody asks you about how you're doing, and the first thing you say is, man, I wish I could do better. Man, everything's going terrible now. Man, my life needs to change. All forms of negativity, you will not get out of your situation. Just as simple as just speaking positivity and just changing the way you speak can help your situation. And it can actually help you be more confident. Confidence comes from within. If we're always speaking negative about ourselves, about others, about what's going on in the world, things we can't control, it goes into our subconscious. When it goes into our subconscious, we start to feel like we can't get through our problems. We start to feel like our problems are taking a hold of us. But as simple as you changing how you speak can make you more confident. Sometimes the little things count in our lives that we do not pay attention to. And if you can pay attention to how you speak, it helps you a great lot. And even pay attention to how you speak to others and the energy you bring to others. If you know you're going through a situation, you're going through a rough patch, still try to see good out of it. Try to speak positivity into your situation. Because know that even though you're going through a situation, there's always someone out there that's going through something worse. There's always someone out there that has it worse than you. So always be grateful. And know that your subconscious is important. What you speak, what you bring to the forefront from inside is important. The words you say, the words you use, pay attention. The tongue is important. You could speak light or you could speak darkness. What we say constantly and how we feel about ourselves constantly from a day-to-day basis is important. Know that your words and what you speak into the atmosphere can help you a great lot, or it could be a detriment to you. Protect your heart. Your heart is important. Once your heart is broken, once your heart is finished, once your heart is filled with negativity, you will not prevail. This life that we live, we're going to go through hard times. We're going to go through hard situations that we may not feel that we can overcome. But just by you having positivity in your heart and knowing that you have a great heart, you can get through any situation. Your heart is important. What you feed your heart is important. And even when you go through problems and think that the problems that you go through, there's no way out, your situation is finished, you're done, know that your heart, filled with positivity, filled with hope, filled with happiness, filled with faith, can guide you. Know that your heart is important and your heart is a vessel of happiness if you choose to make it a vessel of happiness. Understand that these 3 gateways are important to your heart, and understand that now that we know these 3 gateways, we can focus on it, we can protect ourselves, and we can move with grace. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Peace.